What's good? It's your boy Surreal Play. I'm back with another video. Okay, today we are here. We are back playing Dracotails. Yes, you heard me right. I said Dracotails. I know I'm a Duel Links channel, but Justice Hunters is coming out in a TCG, and I was planning on picking up Dracotails, but it looked like it's gonna be kind of expensive. It's gonna take me a minute before I get it, and I just had this combo in my head that I wanted to get out. So that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully the combo helps somebody come up with a new idea of playing Dracotails, because I know it's getting a lot of hate right now. But I'm not saying this is about to be the way you play it, but it's just a different way to play it. Because I found a way where you can bridge Dragunities into Dracotails. And really it's all possible because of Chamber Dragonmaid. Solely because Chamber lets you on summon, get you to change over, which is a polymerization, and that's really all you need to get the Dracotail part decide going once you get a Dracotail on the field. Yeah, because most times when a new dragon archetype come out, I usually try to see if I can mix it in Dragunities, and I actually found a way to do it here. This combo I'm about to show you now is just what you can do with just a Remus and a discard, and I guess technically you need another discard, but you end up getting it back at the end because you can add it back to the hand with Arthurion. So it's like, I guess it's a 1 point discard and a half, kind of. You start things off using Remus, sitting into the grave to grab Ravine. You can activate Ravine to search for Legatus, discarding one to search for Legatus. You can special summon Legatus. Then since you have a Dragunity monster, you can special summon Remus from the grave. You will get locked into dragons. That's the one thing about this combo. You won't be able to go into the second Dracotail fusion with this because Dracotail Gamel is a spellcaster. So, and Remus locks you into dragons, so you gotta watch out for that. But you will, at the end of the combo, you'll be able to fusion summon 2 times during your opponent's turn. So you'll be able to get it on the field then during your opponent's turn. So let's continue. From here, you want to synchro 6 into, go into Gate Urge, and then you can use Dirge effect to add a card to your hand. You'll add the Zephyros, then you can send it to the grave. Then you can use Zephyros effect, bouncing the Ravine back to your hand, because you will use it again to special summon itself. Then you can link off those two to go into Romulus effect to let you search. You'll be able to add Dragunity Glow. Okay. Then you can use Glow effect to search for Mistletoe. And then you can special summon Mistletoe by tributing the Romulus. That'll trigger Mistletoe to equip the Dragunity Dragon from your graveyard. So you'll equip the Dirge. And then you can use Glow Graveyard effect to banish yourself to special summon an equipped Dragunity monster. So you're gonna special summon the Dirge. Then since Dirge is not once per turn, you can use the effect of Dirge again. This time you will grab Chamber Dragonmaid, then you can send it to the grave. Then you overlay the Dirge and the Mistletoe to go into Atom. Then you can use Atom effect, just detaching one to special summon Red MD. Then you can use Red MD effect to special summon the dragon from your hand or grave, and we will special summon Chamber. Then Chamber effect will trigger to add change over to the hand. Alright, from here, then we can activate Dragon's Ravine again. Because changeover does have an effect in the graveyard to where it can target a Dragonmaid monster, and bounce it back to the hand to add the changeover back to the hand. So this is basically a free Dragon's Ravine search or Foolish, which is pretty cool little synergy they have together. So right here we'll activate the changeover, we'll activate the Dragon's Ravine to send the changeover to the grave, and send in Samsara Dragon to the grave. Alright, from here we'll activate changeover, targeting the chamber to add it back to the hand. Then we can add changeover back to the hand. Then we'll link off the Atum and the red MD to go into seals. And then you can use Samsara Dragon effect in the grave to hit a Mistletoe to immediately tribute summon it. So you'll tribute the seals to normal summon the Mistletoe. Then seals will trigger to let you special summon a dragon from the deck. And then Mistletoe will trigger to let you equip a dragon from or a Dragunity from the grave. We'll equip the dirge and special summon the auger from the deck, which is pretty good. So now this is how we got into the Dragontail part of the combo. Alright. Okay, so we'll activate the changeover to fuse the auger in the chamber to go into Shio. That will trigger auger effect to add a Dragontail spell or trap, and this time we'll set the Ketu Dragontail. Ketu Dragontail, we can activate it, which is the Rhoda of the deck. We'll activate the Ketu Dragontail in order to search the Lucius. And since we have not normal summon yet, we can actually finally do a normal summon, and we'll normal summon the Lucia. And the Lucia will trigger to add the 5 mana to the hand. Alright, so now that we got 5 mana, we have another way to fusion summon. We can activate the effect to send 5 mana to the grave to fuse the Lucia and the other hand trap in our hand in order to go into Arthurion. And from there, Lucia grave effect will trigger and Arthurion effect will trigger. We have Arthurion will target the hand trap to add it back to the hand, and Lucia will set the trap. We set Flame, which is a spell negate. And then from here, we'll link off the Mistletoe and the Arthurion to go into seals, because Arthurion doesn't do nothing while it's on the field. So it's okay just to link them off. And then seals is another disruption, so that's good. Okay, then we use Auga effect in the grave, targeting 5 mana to add it back to the hand. And just like that, this is the combo. When you use seals effect, you will tribute itself to bounce one of your opponent's monsters. And then once it's tributed, you get to special summon a monster or dragon from the deck. And that when you do that, you'll special summon Dracotail Molder. Because Dracotail Molder is a quick effect fusion summon. So you'll be able to quick effect fusion summon into Dracotail Grimel that way. And then once you fuse into them, you'll be sending 2 cards to the graveyard to do that. That will trigger the Arthurion in the graveyard to special summon itself. So now you'll be able to activate 5 mana effect to be able to quick effect fusion again. And then you can fuse into another Arthurion to bounce another card from your opponent's field, which is good. So I know it don't look like much right now, but this is actually, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually 5 disruptions disguised with just 3, which is pretty good. And then you also get an extra draw with Flame Dragon Tail, so that's good as well. Alright, this is the next combo I'm going to show you. This is for them scenarios where you end up drawing into one of your combo pieces. Most times you would think that it's actually a bad thing that you do that, but with this deck, it's actually pretty good. When you open one of your combo pieces, it actually can help you extend a little bit further. A lot of the combo pieces, it's okay if they're sent to the graveyard because they're a way to special summon them from the grave. Pretty much throughout that whole combo that I showed you, with the Dragunity part, pretty much if you open any of those pieces that I use, you can actually use them as a discard and still be able to do full combo. Red MD is probably the only one you can't discard, but every other card you'll be able to discard. So if you end up ever opening Zephyros, Chamber, Mistletoe, or Glow, you'll still be able to do full combo and be able to do something a little bit extra as well. You can end with a Monster Negate if you open one of those. If you do open Red MD, it's still not a brick, because you can just still summon them and you'll still end with an extra Monster Negate on the field. Alright, so here's how the combo would go when you open one of your combo pieces. This time you will activate Remus to grab Dragon's Ravine, activate the Ravine effect. You can discard a card, so we'll discard our combo piece and then grab Legatus. Alright, then we can special summon the Legatus. Then since we got a Dragunity monster, we can special summon the Remus effect. Let you go into Dirge effect. We'll search Zephyros effect, or send Zephyros to the grave. Use Zephyros effect, bounce back the Ravine to special summon the Zephyros, then go into Romulus effect, grab Glow effect, grab Mistletoe, special summon Mistletoe, equip Dirge, use Glow effect, special summon Dirge, use Dirge effect again. This time we will search Dragunity Koos. Since we already got the chamber in the grave, that means we can search Koos, and you see why we want to get to Koos. So we'll discard Koos, overlay into Atom effect, discard one, to special summon Red MD. Red MD special summons Chamber grab Changeover, activate Ravine effect, send the Changeover to send Samsara Dragon to the grave, activate Changeover, bounce back the Chamber, add Changeover to the hand, link into Seals, activate Samsara Dragon, targeting Mistletoe to immediately normal summon it. Tributing the Seals to normal summon the Mistletoe. Seals effect to let you special summon. And Mistletoe right here will grab Koos. Okay. And then we'll special summon the Augur. So now since we got Koos right here, we can use Koos effect to special summon itself. And then synchro 10 into a Rebear. Since Koos can be treated as a level 2 or 4, you can able to go into a Rebear, which is a Monster Negate. Alright, and then from there, you can activate Changeover to go into Shio, trigger an Augur, to set the Ketsu Dracotail, and activate Ketsu to search for Lucia. Normal summon the Lucius to add 5 mana. Activate the 5 mana to go into Arthurion. Arthurion adds back a card. We'll add back our hand trap. And then we'll set the Flame Dragontail off the Lucia effect. Then we'll activate Auga effect in the grave, adding the 5 mana back to the hand. To add the 5 mana back to the hand. Alright, and just like that, we'll end on this, which is basically the same thing. So, alright, so you do have the option to go into seals instead of going into a rebear, and seals actually might be a better choice, because you'll be able to go into 2 disruptions from there, because you'll have the seals bounce, and then you'll be able to go into Molar, which is a special summon, which is a quick effect fusion summon on your opponent's turn, where you can go into either Arthurian or Dragontail Dragunity. Seals is probably the safer way to go, but you do have the option to go into a rebear right here. There's a couple combos where you'll be able to go to seals and a rebear, which is pretty good in one trap. Alright, this is the next combo I'm going to show you. This is when you have Remus in the discard plus a Dragontail in your hand. And this is pretty much what you want to see every time to get you to the best inboard. And depending on which Dragontail monster that you have will dictate your inboard. So if you open 5 mana or Lucia with Remus, you'll be able to end with seals, Shio, a rebear, and Arthurian on the field with one of the traps. But if you have any of the other Dragontail monsters, you'll just end with seals, Shio, or Arthurian in both the traps. You just won't have the monster negate all the time. You will need Remus in 1 discard or Ravine in 2 discards in order to do it. Same with the other combos that I just showed you. It's either Remus in 1 discard or Ravine in 2 discards. So when you have a Dragontail monster in your hand, this is how the combo will go. I'm gonna go through it kind of fast, solely because it's basically the same thing, and then when you get to the one part, it changes a little bit. So we'll speed through this. So Remus grab Ravine, grab Legatus, special summon Remus. Go into Dirge grab Zephyros, send the Zephyros, special summon the Zephyros, add in a Ravine back to the hand. Go into Romulus Glow again, Mistletoe. Special summon the Mistletoe, tributing the Romulus. Equip the Dirge. Glow special summon the Dirge. Dirge got a chamber. Send the chamber to the grave. Go into Tongue grab Redem D grab chamber. Changer grabs changeover. Activate the Ravine sends the changeover, send the Samsara to the grave. Changeover, add the chamber back to the hand. Then you go into seals effect, or Samsara effect. Let you normal summon the Mistletoe, equipping the Dirge, and seals with special summon Koos right here. When you open 5 mana or Lucia, you want to special summon Koos right here. But if not, if you don't have them two, then you'll just summon Auga right here. And if you got the Auga in your hand, you'll summon Dragontail Molar instead. So just depends on which Dragontail you start with. Alright, so we'll Synchro 10, go into a rebear, use changeover, using the chamber and the 5 mana to go into Arthurian. We're going into Arthurian right here and not Shio, because we want to be able to get our materials back to our hand. So you do that right here. So that'll trigger the 5 mana and the Arthurian. Arthurian will add back 2 to the hand, so we'll add back the chamber and the 5 mana. And then 5 mana will set the Ketu Dragontail. Alright, So we'll activate the Ketu Dragontail to add Lucia to the hand. We'll normal summon Lucia. Lucia will add Olga to the hand. So now that we got that, we're gonna link off the Lucia to go into Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Because since you're able to use a level 4 or lower spellcaster, and Lucia is a spellcaster, we can go into Spirit with the Eyes of Blue, and we want to do that so it is a dragon. And since we got another dragon on the field, we can link off the Spirit with the Eyes of Blue and the Arthurian to go into Seals. So now we got Seals on the field. We can activate the effect of Femina in the hand, discarding herself, to fusion summon using Chamber and Olga to go into Shio. That'll trigger the Olga effect to set us trap or a speller trap, and that also triggers Arthurian effect because 2 monsters were sent to the grave. 2 or more monsters were sent to the grave at the same time. He can special summon himself from the graveyard. All right, and then we'll set the flame, and then Olga effect, add the 5 mana back to our hand. All right, just like that. This is what we'll end on. We'll have the Omni negate, monster negate, a bounce, and a spell negate, plus a draw. And then you'll have the 5 mana in your hand plus 2 more cards. So you'll be able to fusion summon 2 times during your opponent's turn, which is pretty good. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 disruptions, which is pretty good. Like I said, you'll be able to get to this end board if you open Femina or Lucia. Pretty much the same line. This is the last combo I'm gonna show you. This is when you have Remus in a Dragontail monster, when your discard is actually one of your combo pieces, which you can maximize your end board to have pretty much everything, which is the Seals, Shio, a Rebear, Arthurian, and both of the traps, which is basically all the disruptions you can have in the deck. It's just basically mixing both of the earlier combos together. This is how it goes. We're gonna speed through it because it's pretty much the same thing. All right, start things off with Remus. Remus got Ravine. Ravine, grab Legatus. Special summon Legatus. Special summon the Remus. Go into Dirge. Dirge grab Zephyros. Send the Zephyros. Go special summon the Zephyros. Go into Romulus. Romulus grab Glow. Glow effect. Grab Mistletoe. Special summon Mistletoe. I'm gonna equip Dirge. Glow special summon Dirge. Dirge grab Koos, since we already got the chamber. Overlaying the Atom grab Rhythm D. Rhythm D grab Chamber. Chamber grab Changeover. Activate the Ravine. Ravine send Changeover to send Samsara to the grave. Changeover add back to the chamber. Link into Seals. Samsara. Immediately tribute summon the Mistletoe. Alright, Mistletoe will grab Koos, and then Seals will special summon Olga. You know, we can special summon the Koos. Koos and Mistletoe can go into a Rebear. Activate Changeover. We're actually going to use all 3 right here, using the Olga, Chamber, and the Femina to go into Arthurian, triggering Femina and Olga, and Arthurian. Arthurian will target 2 to add it back to the hand, which add the chamber and the 5 mana back to the hand. And then we will set flame and also Dracotail Dragunity off of 5 mana and all good effects. Okay. From here, we activate the Dracotail to search for Lucia with normal summon the Lucia to add Pan to the hand. We will link off the Lucia to go into Spirit of the Eyes of Blue. Since we got 2 dragons, we can go into seals using the Spirit of the Eyes of Blue and Arthurian. Then we can use 5 mana effect, fusing the chamber and the pan to go into Shio, which will trigger the pan and trigger the Arthurian to special summon itself, and pan will set the horn. Just like that. And then we can use the auger effect to add the 5 mana back to the hand. Alright. And that is the combo. So now you got all your disruptions you can get. You got the Omni Negate, Monster Negate, Spell Negate, and a bounce. And another bounce with seals as well. And then you'll still be able to fusion summon 2 times during your opponent's turn. And then both of these cards get you an extra draw. So you'd be +2 cards plus the other 2 cards in your hand. So you should have another monster to use with for 5 mana and Molar. Those are the combos. Let's look at the deck list. This is the deck list that I was playing around with. We got 1 ground, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 Samsara Dragon. We got 3 changeovers. We got 3 5 manas, 3 Lucias, 1 Legatus, 1 Zephyros, 1 Mistletoe, 3 Fuvalos, 3 Molar, 1 Auga, 1 Pan, 1 Koos, 3 Ash, 3 Remus, 3 Dracotail Dragunity, 1 changeover, 1 glow, 2 Raikou Dragontails, 3 Drows, 3 Ravines, 1 flame, and 1 horn. Then the extra deck, 1 Shio, 2 house, 2 Arthurians, 1 Centurion, 2 Grimels, 1 Arebear, 1 Dirge, 1 Atum, 1 Romulus, 2 Seals, and Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Yep, right now I'm at 45 cards. The 4 cards, I would say take out the ground, pan, and 2 of the Dragonmaids. And the deck will still function really well if you want to add some more hand traps. And like I said, I'll probably take out 1 of those cards and just add a third one, because the card is really good, especially if you get hand trapped at any point to stop the Dragunity plays. Having this as a follow-up to still be able to go into the Dragontail plays is cool if you don't open one of the monsters. Other than that, tell me what y'all think about this combo. If y'all want to see me break it, go deeper dive into this for the other lines that you can't go into, let me know and I'll do that. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe.